Who at pole? Mo Power.
Mo Power boat.
Give him his point. So now AJ's trailing by 2 points.
Puddin', whenever you're ready to fucking start it, fucking send it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And the front row is Celtics and AJ.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway, up here in the booth, making a second appearance. Mr. Flirt with Disaster, how are you tonight, man? Thanks for helping me out.
Feeling pretty good, you know. Last race could have been
Timer
better,
expired.
but, you know,
You guys
don't
can
talk
join.
about that. We're just here to watch the new race. Hopefully see a 19 car do better than what the 19 car in the last race did.
Well, you just ran some laps there. You led some laps. You know how difficult it is in the draft going into the corners, especially on the restarts. We're going to blue screen just for 1 split second. NRG and K-Taddy up here as IRRR. But tonight, it's just you and me. Flirt. You want to walk down the Golden Brick Road and hold hands?
Energy's in the booth. He's not racing.
That was my plan the whole time.
I love it. I love it.
Putting Energy's in the booth. He's not racing. He backed out. He's just broadcasting with you.
Okay. There we go.
So I get my dad.
Championship implications.
Is this the first father-son stream?
Father, son, and grandpa, and brother.
Whoa, whoa.
The last family tree.
Whoa!
I mean, the tree doesn't have any branches, but, you know, it's a tree. It's just straight up and down.
Alright, look, don't judge this tree. Just because it don't leaf in the spring don't mean...
19
It's like the Charlie Brown tree from...
Frozen Ice Scene is lagging.
It's the Christmas, yeah, I was just going to say, but yeah, Celtics up there in that 11, making his way. AJ storming that 2 car up there out of the Cola Motorsports camp. El Parco again running that cool paint scheme back there in third. 2 to 3 cars back there. There's 10, the fastest guy in Heat 5, self-proclaimed on the lay, Captain Jack in that 10 car. These guys are already starting to bang up just a little bit, going single file down the backstretch. Draft on normal tonight. Only because the drafters are normal for the preset race, we had to make it fair for these guys. But so that's going to be something that's good you can utilize tonight, Flirt.
It definitely made a difference. We were getting way bigger runs, and I know 3 or 4 times the broadcast probably saw you didn't have a choice but to make a pass, but if you didn't, it was going to cause an accident. You went 3 wide into turn 3, and a lot of cars were just going.
And we're seeing kind of the same thing we've seen in the preset race. I mean, y'all got single file pretty quick on the restarts, and we're seeing it now. I was surprised to see that, to be honest with you. I mean, you think you try to make move on the third race, but it didn't usually do. As long as you protected the inside.
I was just about to say that, like, every restart I had, or we did during the preset, I was on the outside. It wasn't a fight to the front, it was the fight to get it back in line. If you moved wrong, you stayed out, you're going back.
And making an appearance tonight again, Robbie Racing, the UK driver. Giggity is worldwide, from Brazil down to Australia, all the way over to the UK, pulling out of the draft, making a move on that Captain Jack car, trying to take that inside line away from him. Customs a little bit doesn't a different but clean pass right there for him. The four car trying to do him down there too, but yeah, that was a good move from you from the UK guy, Robbie, and we didn't expect to see him tonight. But he made an appearance, and he is coming out with some authority, it looks like, real soon.
Let's see if that sticks, but right now we got AJ running in P2, and El Parco running P3. Bobby right behind him has shown up pretty clutch the last couple of weeks that he has run.
And yeah, we got Luca in that 24 car. Luca hasn't, you know, he made his presence known in getting his first win here in the Custom Giggity series, the Elite series over by Giggity. He's back there in that 24 car, but today he said he didn't feel real confident about Indianapolis, but got to race with him a little bit last night, got to talk with him a lot last night too, so Luca is trying to be a force to be reckoned with too.
Smith and Wicked. They're going to try to hook up those little, the two just chongos chilling in the back right now.
Still there.
To be honest, that's the best place to be. I know when we first filed out, nobody knew kind of what to expect. A lot of 40 mistake happened. I know cars towards the back are getting a lot of trouble damage. Just cars slowly, basically breaking the front.
These corners are kind of like going into
20 laps to go.
a road course corner, not as significant obviously, but
Careful, still there.
Everyone's got different let-off points. We mentioned that during the road course races over the last 2 weeks during the playoffs. Flash 9, he's the one in between that main pack and the two behind him with Wicked and Deep. Now I wonder if they're trying to save something, just to maybe be able to take 2 tires.
I know for us, we were able to get 19 to 20 laps out, if we were all just rolling the draft. So, with custom, they might be able to get that extra lap or two, or they might be able to take a tires
And Private Pat would just, Private Pat just, we saw him racing the preset race with you, Flirt. He's over there, got himself wins, a couple wins this year, but he said the strategy might be a deciding factor for some of these guys in the cutoff.
It definitely played a difference because we saw Jake in the first stage and the second stage, like lap 8 of the stage, go down pit road, and looks like
he was always the
wall
first.
right there.
And AJ's gonna go down low.
Literally, he would pit probably 7, 8 laps in everybody else.
Clear all around.
It didn't really help him too much, but it did get him in spots. But I know the people who were pitting earlier in the run were getting better, or later in the run actually were getting much better. So if you can stay out there, it's probably going to be a lot.
So as far as I'm concerned, looking at the points right now, Cole is pretty well locked in. Behind him, I would think Flash and Captain Jack are pretty well locked in. That 4th spot's going to be the big one. We got literally 4th through, honestly, literally 4th through about, I would say, 8th. There's a toss-up. Celtics needs a good run tonight. Needs to get some stage points and needs to get a good finish. So absolutely locked himself in. AJ's in 5th place, 1 point behind.
2. Celtics got pole.
2, that's right. Celtics did get the pole, so he's actually sitting at 55 points rather than the 54 that was updated after last week. AJ's sitting at 53, El Parco 51. Behind them, D. Smith 49, and then Robbie 48. So, and then we got 2 guys at 46.
Like they don't.
Celtics does show up every week. AJ shows up every week. I think Celtics is going to make the move here, and he does. He's going to get underneath AJ. AJ's not going to fight it right now. It's too early in the race. AJ probably did his homework and said, hey, you know what? Oh, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't realize that he's 2 points right now behind 4th. But right now, the stage points is going to help. But I really don't see Captain Jack, Flash, or I'm pretty sure them 3, Cola, Flash, and Captain Jack, I'm pretty sure them guys are pretty well locked in.
Big battle up here for the lead. Yeah, we got a big battle for the lead. Go ahead, Flute.
I was gonna say, that's a hard pass during the short shoot to get out of one, back in the throttle, and get back up. It's like, no, he was able to go back behind. But what I was gonna say is, if you really are the 3 guys that were on the points line, if I'm him, I'm gonna line up. I want to get as far away from the pack as battle down the stage. I don't want to let the second clear back in, because right now I'm guaranteed stage points. But they continue to pass in that second.
But the 48 needs to get around them too. That would create them 1 point closer to AJ. It would put them 1 point back if the 48 were to finish behind the 2. But if the 2 does get around the 11, that's going to put Parco 3 points back. based off stage points.
And all that battle, Captain Jack, he's not on their draft, but he's got a discovery right now.
He's about to be there.
Yeah, and all that, and now they just
AJ gets one.
Take some stage points.
Parko clips the wall just a little bit. That's going to cost him. Captain Jack is, counterpart out there is right there with him too. AJ falls back to fourth, but that's going to give AJ a chance to get in that draft. But good battle up here with the top four, and we got a battle brewing behind him for 5th, 6th, and 7th as we see one car coming off pit lane already.
Probably on the same strat right there.
I was. What lap were we on?
Nope, not.
11 was 24.
11, so they're split it in half. That was the strategy that seemed to work well in the reset around the 11 to 13 lap main reset. A lot of them came down. It really benefited because cars that stood all the way out and ran out of gas, they were so much slower that they were losing quite a bit of time.
In our early race, that was passing a ton of people. Robbie, him and AJ are bringing it down right now. Robbie did fall back quite a bit, but he's bringing it down now. This is AJ's one. Cole is his Sean. He might have his Robbie year in. Or no, never mind. That's last time. Sorry, he's just been Sean one back there.
Ooh, Captain Jack was on Parko. Side by side.
And Celtics, he's just going to keep running his thing.
He's got a fast car. I'm watching. He's able to run low if he needs to. When even the car's got underneath him, run off and get it. You don't see very often a high line.
At all.
Yeah.
And he's going to bring it down.
Celtics down the pit lane.
He might have been speeding. He was cruising.
Yeah, the highway patrolman might have got him on that one right there. Let's see how that hits up.
Every time we said that during the preset race, Pudding, every time we thought someone was speeding down pit road,
it didn't happen.
I was going to say, if you lock them up, as soon as you come off the floor, you throw a couple of
K-Taddy back here about to get fired again. No orange on that Cameron's car again tonight, so he'll be in the unemployment line, but he's making a move to the inside of that 48 going into turn 3, and they got Nicolai Berry behind him. He just came out pit late, so he's got 4 fresh tires too. Hitting your marks here, there's no shift points, but hitting your marks is very important to get into all 4 of these corners since they're separate.
And he did not get a speeding penalty. He is off. He took 4 freshies.
Say that even if you know your brake points with the draft, we were getting down the back stretch. Sometimes we don't know people get the mark on the draft or hitting them way much hog the water.
These guys had Darlington last week. You both had to race Darlington. Not one of my favorite tracks to drive.
I raced 5 laps.
I enjoy watching it, but yeah, so a different aspect too. He said I raced 5 laps.
Thank God.
Still clean and green, no cautions tonight here, and the JCR presents the Giggity race at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway playoff race.
Captain really seems to have his voice on.
Parker there.
He's pulled away from the second group. Hasn't really seen the slide.
And follow lap.
Obviously has a decent view. Still out.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. He did kind of scrape the wall there. No harm, no foul. And sometimes it actually kind of helps you. As long as you don't, well, now he's eating the wall in the back stretch. That's not going to help.
$13 viewers for this race. Thanks to everybody out there. There's Jeremy Dillner. That is the Bucked Up GMC. What's up, man? Again, I've known him for a long time. And a little bit of the vacancy between talking with him, but great guy down in Florida too. Got himself a Tech wheel. His girlfriend got one for him for Christmas. How to see him out there on the track. I know he does a lot of dirt racing. El Parco coming out. Dark Humor, the Quackmaster himself. He's out there. And Wide Open says, you know what? No pit stop in stage 2. So that's a bold strategy also. But there's different ways to get around this track and get yourself to the front.
Well, as we have seen all season and every league you'll ever see custom-wise, they have 3 gear setups and that 4th gear is there. And this is a good track. If you have a 4th gear, you can save the fuel. Taddy did mention it during the preset race. This is a really hard track to save fuel on preset. Custom, not so much. You have the gear, you can do it.
Best battle on the track that I'm seeing is between 32 and 4. That is between Taddy and Cole Motorsports back here. Cole's going to go to the outside. Taddy's going to go to the inside.
D. Smith right there behind them.
Old D.
Are one of the fresher tires on the track right now.
Them guys in front of them have not pit.
Once these guys get spread out too, it makes it a little difficult to find some action on the track. But again, thank you NR2 for being up here. I know you're supposed to be on the track, and third, I know you just got off the track and come up here to help me out, guys. We really appreciate it today.
Well, you already know.
Still sweating in the fire seat.
I want to snip it before it gets dry cleaned. I bet.
As long as you said snip it, not bring it out.
Taddy gets right in front of D. And D ate his butt. I was going to say something else, but now D has a ton of front end damage.
Yeah, damage at this aero track. I see a little lag out of the 19 right now too, at least it appears on my screen. I don't know what you guys are seeing.
I see it. In this track, this is all aero, so even the slides can really top speed.
Dark Humor, yes, that is Captain Insane who you hear. That is the one and only.
Dark, I just want you to know, that time we took it 3 wide, I did it because it was fun. It wasn't because it was forced.
No, he took it because it was forced.
Hammer down.
No, I won't be honest. I told him it was forced. I just wanted to do it. I had a run. If y'all remember the Kevin Harvick restart.
Oh, Taddy having problems getting off the pit lane. Go ahead,
I
guys.
wanted to do that. It was
I ordered Taddy, he needs to go faster because park in the grass was not the quickest way around this track. Actually, I just watched and witnessed. It's definitely not fast. Celtics still running out here. He's got no one close to him behind him. He's got a couple people in front of him. AJ, pretty much same story here. Who's our leader?
The 10.
The 10,
Captain
Captain Jack still hasn't pit. He's got Cola. It looks like they're both bringing it down right now. Oh, and Cola got into the back of Captain Jack right before they got into pit road. I doubt either of them got a pit road penalty. So there's some team strategy over there in that camp.
Yeah, I'm on board with AJ. He's the only one not hanging out with his team members right now, but he's got pressure from Robbie Racing behind him and El Parco.
Would you say, Daddy?
24 is the lead.
24 is our leader.
So new kebab.
I think he's on fuel save mode. When you had said that he had pit, he had not yet pit.
Oh, new kebab had full strategy up there in Maine.
He's one of the contenders as far as points go. These stage points would do Cooch.
5 to go. You got this.
Even though his number buddy,
No, 5 laps still in the stage.
I think you can maybe have way off the pace.
but he is way off the pace. He is saving fuel. This could definitely jolt him up through a few guys in the points if he wins the stage. Flipping hiccups. You ever invented hiccups?
Oh yeah, Ashley tells me
you.
she gets into her medical terminology. It's because something's not closing and letting air in. I'm like, I don't need to hear it. Just make them go away. Robbie Bob Quantum. Ooh.
I don't know who's in second, but they'd be just getting ready to go into turn 3 right now.
IRR, as usual, not working damn.
Well, I mean, I'm back in 8th, so I can't see second. I can only see 6th.
Because looking on the screen, there isn't really anybody.
No, but they've caught him about a quarter of a track in the last 2 laps.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Celtics would be my guess. Being in P2.
Wide open said no pit Nuka. That doesn't go as well as no pit Puddin or no pit Pendle, but yeah, but he was up there. And guys, tonight custom, everybody trying to track their way to the top 4 right there, trying to get their way to Homestead. AJ Storman, we're thinking about you and your family still. We had a fun little race the other night. Still a lot of custom paint schemes, a lot of number 2s being ran out there for you too. So, but don't think that we're not still thinking about you, buddy. We love you and thinking of you, and we're hoping everything's going to get well for you soon, man.
And Flash 9, he was on the apron on the back stretch. I'm wondering if he's about to pit or if he's just trying to stay out of the way.
Celtics is there. I'm assuming this is going to be the takeover.
Cole in the wall. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty.
Yeah, that's
Mr. way off the pace.
Wicked Gatekeeper out there. We talked to him a little bit earlier. I was shooting people with him on a different game. He wanted to come out and make banks and lefts here at Indy.
I hope that was in a different game.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Here comes a 48 around the 24. And the 2. Who's our leader now?
P11. Coming to the white flag right now.
I'm talking about 1 lap to go, more power, baby. If he didn't, if I'm him, if I feel uncomfortable about making it 1 more lap, I would have brought it down pit road. But I actually, at this point, it don't matter, because once 10 guys cross the line, and he ain't going to go lap down.
It's lap, you can't go lap down if you've already crossed on.
Yeah, exactly. So he's testing it out. He tread the waters. I'm pretty sure he's out of fuel now, but...
Plus, had he pit, that would have been a 1 lap penalty unless he did the double pit.
So, maybe he was just testing it out.
All the way to the wall.
So we've seen the...
We need fuel.
Yeah, and we just seen the 32 pass. I mean, the 32 was actually going fast for the first time all race.
I was actually cruising just before pit stop. I just spun out to the pit road. I mean, I started at 9th, dude. I was up at 2nd before pit stop.
And then the 32 thinks he's fast. And he's out of you like sour crabby.
Alright, so we have Celtics, Parco, AJ Storm.
Alright, Celtics. That's 3 points up. Not going to put him in 3rd. You said who?
Celtics, Parco, AJ. So Captain Jack's at 60.
So Parco
Celtics,
and AJ are going to be tied.
no, Parco gains 2, AJ gained 1. So Parco goes 53, AJ's at 54.
So there's going to be 1 point difference between 5th, but Celtics is just...
He's got 4 points now. Ahead of AJ.
Exactly. I mean, he literally, basically solidifying his,
well, what actually happened, right?
So, unless he really gets messed up or...
so what actually happened right there
he lags
is
into everyone.
that put Captain Jack in danger. He's at 60. He's only 6 points ahead of AJ and 7 points ahead of Parco. If they get stage points again without Captain Jack getting stage points, and then they finish in the same positions, Captain Jack could be the one eliminated.
Clear behind.
Nuka said, no one's making fun of you, Nuka. You know, he's out there racing, but tuning into the YouTube at the same time. He said, I'll do whatever I got to do to win. A strategy is strategy. I have done that myself. I have stayed out way too long sometimes, but you were able to make it stretch and get there, but you still got yourself a good finish. But Celtics out there, and he's got the AJ pushing him. The 4 Cola Motorsports has El Parco to his outside, going down the backstretch. I think that's the 21, a flash 9, going 2 and 3 wide here at Indianapolis.
And AJ is definitely going to drive it in here. Hopefully he keeps it down, and he does a little bit. Celtics checks up. That's the last thing you want, is to get put on one of them short shoot walls. It is terrible. But Celtics power move on the outside.
He's the only person I've seen ran this careful still there. And keep position. Ooh, you're right.
They're trying to go single file draft on normal tonight again to keep it fair for the preset race. You gotta find that braking point or turn marker in turn 1. And RG brought it up, that shade brings the big back into it. 3's a little bit easier, but if you're in that draft, you got to take that into consideration too, because it will pull you up.
I don't. It's hard to find your mark in turn 1. Turn 3 is kind of easy. That shade. I mean, I like that it's a thing. It makes this track a little more difficult. Not that I like this track on preset. I'm working on custom, but I'm not one of them. I'm not one of the people that have a let-off point. I just go with the feel. That's just me though. Maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know. That's the story for another day. But anyway, we'll see if the 48 kind of clipped the wall and bring it up to 2.
Somebody hard. What's Cola?
I think that's Cola, yeah, Cola
Looks like
Motorsports.
he's got damage, so I'm assuming he actually hit the wall.
K-Taddy up here, of course, Celtics still leading, go ahead and enter.
Cole don't really have to do much right now. If anything, he's probably trying to help out his teammate, his drivers with Parco or not Parco, AJ and Captain Jack, try to get their way into the playoffs. I don't blame him, but Cole is out here to win races, but I'm pretty sure tonight he's chondling. I like that word, dude. Chondles. Fun.
It's like Parker finally got a sniff of Celtics draft. Back in after. He got a decent gap.
A little bit. We got a group of 4 and a group of 3. And then behind them, it's just not a whole lot. What? Never mind. AJ pushing Taddy.
This is where you got to decide pit strategy. Like right now, if you're way in the back, do you try to run it all the way out, or do you try to pit early and try to make up that most time pressures?
I mean, Nuka almost had it right, almost saved enough to, well, honestly, let's get real. I don't blame him for trying it out, because why not? Especially if you're not going to go a lap down. But he had to save way too much to the point where even when the people he pit still caught up to him. So I would say he's one of the guys that's probably going to...
Taddy makes a move on inside of 48, sorry, at RG.
Do something different. You're alright.
Taddy, this stage is 22, correct?
Yep. And
Okay, so
Nuka
it is a
actually
22 lap
saved.
stage.
Nuka ran 24 laps last time before he ran out of fuel.
That's what I was going to say, is this is a shorter stage, so if he was going to do it, this would be the stage where he could benefit, because if he was able to get 24, he should easily be able to get 22.
Well, I tell you, one person who is definitely not saving fuel is Celtics. Being out front, not being in that draft. It's gonna hurt him more than anyone here if he just runs it out like he is right now. However, we didn't see in the preset race, we didn't really see anyone save. They all, again, they split it in half, or they just ran it out, came down, took a splash, maybe right side tires, and that's it.
I think the longest I saw anybody go was probably 19 laps.
It's going to be a little bit different here.
And with the ability to change tire wear and stuff like that, because like me, I was running out of tire, getting really low on tires, 3 to 4 laps of fuel. I was always on the more cautious side and running it down, so it feeling like probably run out of gas for the time.
Yeah.
That's actually warmed up. They were up to Celtics for a second. They had Paul. Like that is nothing else that
That's why I was going so slow.
Celtics just smooth. I haven't really seen it have any stutter either. Seems to have a fast car. Granted, you can't tell with the just watch it go around the track at this point. You know, if we had a ticker right now, we would like a lot more into it. What do we expect?
Surprisingly, I haven't heard anyone complain about the lag yet this race. Hopefully this ain't the commentator's curse.
This is just one of those tracks. It's a
Apparently I play Dark Humor and Mad tomorrow, so therefore I will play you tomorrow if that's what you said. But yeah, we haven't seen too much lag out of the 11 tonight. Unfortunately, he is very quick, but seen that in the past. So looking good so far tonight, guys.
AJ's really off the pace now. He let off a Taddy and Barco. But he's definitely trying to save that.
I was saying this is the point where I realized, hey, I can probably back off and maybe.
Captain Jack and Flash 9 back here. Drafting D Smith back here. Also, I believe he's probably saving as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone out here is saving. Cole getting passed by Nuka right now.
Careful, still there. All clear.
Yeah, I'm on board with Flash and Captain right now. They got a nice little battle going on their first.
No, what sucks is I was imagining you really want to stay in line. Battling it. Ooh, Captain looks like we lost a lot of speed, so I'm assuming that you get that he's don't come out to you.
Yeah, and that's gonna let Flash get by.
I think that's called a safer barrier, not foam.
Are there on the outside? Nobody out back.
Okay, that's fine. I'm alright with change. This is alright. We got a change today in our government system, so.
Anyway,
Too tight, yeah, I was just gonna say, what did White Oak say? Too tight to fuel save gear. Oh, okay.
Flash was tight going into 1, and here comes Captain Jack all over his bumper going into 2. Lets him, he let off. He's definitely saving. I'm pretty much everyone's saving too, I believe. So maybe Celtics.
I was just rolling the field. It seems pushing. Looks like Celtics is pretty down right now.
Yep, he is.
What lap are y'all on, Teddy?
I'll tell you when I get to the start finish line. We have 11 to go.
11. So basically split it in half. So
It did work out on the first stage.
if you're Celtics, do you take 2 or you take 1? If everybody else is saving, it's 4 tires.
I was taking a slash on Celtic.
That is true. That is another strategy. I think I want tires. Back then, I guess the car's feeling very good. Equal spot.
I'm taking nothing. I'm not taking fuel. I'm not taking tires. I'm just going in there to wave tires and pit crew, and that's the whole reason. You want to say hi to your pit crew?
Got one peeking
I like
outside.
it.
All clear. No pressure from behind.
Just don't take anything.
Clear behind.
I just needed to get off the gas for a second.
Hey, how y'all doing? You all right? Yeah, we're good. All right, I'm gonna head out.
I'm just coming to check in on y'all. Y'all ain't getting paid to sit around. I gotta make sure y'all are up and ready.
Y'all bored or what? Someone take a hammer to the fish.
I mean, it doesn't look like anybody's pushing the issue, so I'm assuming most people are trying to move it through that 2025. Closest anybody's game is Cola. We can just pass each other.
You know, we have a whole nother stage of this.
Left side.
Who put this on the schedule?
See you.
Okay, well, oh, here's the professionalism coming out of me again.
This track is a story. I mean, it turns into single file racing for the most part.
Well, I
And it
ain't know where
seems
to pass until someone messes up.
Like, the only really thing you can do consistently is build a run down the backstretch and basically play chicken in the corner. You can do that for a while, but on old tires, even that gets super dangerous.
I think we need to get rid of the whole Crown Zoo thing. Now, it's going to be the road course next season, thankfully. Because at least that'll provide decent racing. This race has never provided any racing at all. It's literally been the worst race of all time. I mean, unless you want to talk about last year's, or not last year, but the year before Dover's races. Terrible. Or New Hampshire.
Scroll through the field. I don't see anybody within a second of each other besides the people. Polo looks like Polo's just making the
Yeah. Robbie back here, he has no one in front of him, no one behind him. I don't even know what position he's sitting in. Same thing. Captain Jack and Flash, they're just kind of with each other still.
Captain Jack
Who's
and
our
Cole,
leader?
the 48 cars later.
Alright.
Fargo got a clean track, and it looks like Flash is probably half the back stretch now, probably about a quarter of it.
Keep in mind on the playoff aspect of that, Parco and AJ are the two that are chasing both Captain Jack and Celtic. Celtic being the only one to pit, and Captain Jack not in the top three. AJ's in second. Yeah, AJ's in second.
That's what I was just saying. From that strategy side, this could actually hurt Celtics a lot. If they're that close. And then, because this should put Celtics at or state if they actually do make it like they are right now.
I will say AJ is due to blow a right rear tire here anytime soon.
From a point side, the only people that are on this AJ, everybody else is, unless you just somehow pull over a magical speed out of nowhere and catch back up, means it's pretty locked up for the state.
Captain Jack is in fourth though, and he is catching him. Looks like he's already saved enough because he's catching him pretty quick.
And Celtics, he's about half a track behind.
I mean, yeah, jumping on Captain Jack's on board, he is about a corner and behind. He is being really fast. How many are left in the station?
5.
Robbie hardening the wall back here.
Right there with you. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. It's the life is. I think Captain can get up to Flash and take those points away, but I don't think he has enough to get Parker. I still can't see Parker on this.
Somebody just pit. I think it's Parker. No, it was Robbie. It was Robbie.
Robbie.
4 to go.
Parker's got.
He's getting ready to come off 2 right now.
He's got about a 3-second lead on Flash.
My lane's moving.
Captain Jack's going by me now, yeah.
So he's got. Captain ain't gonna have the time. I was looking at that. And if he does, he's gonna turn on. Looks like Flash just came in.
That's AJ's gone.
Is it AJ? Sorry.
Yeah, AJ is on in
I
second.
see the. Yeah, so Parker can look at these track. Plug in, huh?
Bring her in. You're low on gas.
Second group, see where Celtics are coming out of.
Keep moving. Clear behind.
Parker's coming out.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside. Inside. Inside.
It's like discussion.
We need fuel. Let's pit.
They're pushing Parker, see.
2 this time by.
Sorry guys, had another important phone call there for a moment. I'm trying to listen to y'all and keep up. I'll make his way around Flash 9 there.
There's nothing to report besides there's an accident.
You're almost out of gas.
Robbie's going to try to get around the leader at any chance possible. He's actually 2 laps down. We lapped him as he was pitting, and then we lapped him before he came off pit road.
Is he the only car lap down?
Yeah, so he'll get one lap back, but he's trying to get by the 48 if at all possible so that he can get both laps back.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
One
the
more
most
to go.
ridiculous. Can't drop me back. Looks like any cars
You're low on
that
fuel,
also
Sasha.
follow. We're trying to use traffic.
Parco, Captain Jack, last time.
Parco's got a big lead too.
Bring her in. You're low on gas. Are there on the inside?
Looks like, yeah, New Kebab and D. Smith passed me. I'm out of fuel in front stretch. Ooh, if this is a long front stretch.
Wide open Sid 2 out there. He's the Robbie's fuel save gear gave him a
That'll
terrible
earn you a few stage points.
push tight car. And is that K-Taddy out on the front straightaway?
Yeah, I ran out. Yeah, I ran out. So, Parco, Captain Jack, Class 9, those are your top 3.
So Marco is 3. I don't have the points for him. That
That puts him at 56. He's 2 points behind Celtics. and 4 points behind Captain Jack, but 2 points ahead of AJ. So that puts Parco in that second position, or fifth position.
So we're going into stage 3, huh?
Yep.
Who's gonna let it all hang out?
So you
Let's see
have
what happens. We're gonna rack them and stack them, y'all.
You have 4 points from 4th to 6th in points.
Parco and Captain Jack on the front row, going into this tricky turn 1. Flash 9 and Nuka, D and Celtics, your top 6. Parco's going to lead them down to the green flag. Here we go, stage 3 style. Giggity Racing presented by JCR.
Countries and presets.
Just think country can see the left.
Careful, still there.
Straight at it.
I had to, that was funny.
I do the same thing. It's very difficult sometimes. I look over here, I see Flash 9, and then I'm like, oh, that's Private Pat. It's not the same thing. You know, it is difficult.
I'm just so
good battle up here for the room.
Yeah, as I say, Celtics is really working his way back.
Robbie way up the pace. Something happened, or he is in Robbie gear right now. Way up the pace.
You'd have to say it's 8 laps to make it on this one.
Still there.
Captain Jack clips the wall. That's going to give the opportunity for some people to get around him right there. Can he get back in and utilize that grab? Hook back up.
Yeah, with Parco winning, Captain Jack, remember, he's only 4 points ahead of Parco. And Parco's in 9th right now. Or not Parco, Captain Jack's in 9th right now.
See, that would push him out. Granted, Parco's worst nightmare right now. Celtics
Handy out there saying that he does like Parker's paint scheme, the Dale Richard Petty paint scheme. I agree with that one, the coolest ones on there. Still my favorite of all time though. Last season, it had to be the Colt Trickle car though. One of the best looking cars out there. I do like the new Air Force car that I can run, even though it is a Air Force car, since I didn't get that opportunity.
Celtics inside, here we go.
Yep, Celtics makes the pass.
Before they even made it to the corners. Heck of it. I made that look easy. You know, on the Petty Earnhardt car, I really wish they would have done front and back instead of top and bottom.
I agree with that, yeah. Still respect though to a lot of legends here in NASCAR.
Definitely.
But no, I agree with that.
AJ looks like he's swallowing off the pace of the front back, which is slowly seeing his playoff hopes fade away. That keeps happening. He looks like he doesn't have any real help behind him. That front back continues to push away.
Still there.
Celtics back to the. I won't say the car to beat, but probably the most dominant car.
Careful, still there.
Even
Yeah,
Cole.
Celtics looking really good. Flash 9 making its way back up to that 3rd spot. Cole Motorsports and Nuka, that's your top 5.
I was gonna say Cola after that stage 2 incident against the inside one, it's like he's got it fixed, got it rolling. He's already back top
Pass for the lead again. Here comes Parko, gonna have some help. Chevy Toyota Mustang crime with another Mustang back there.
Parko with great exit. He's able to get that running pretty fast. He's gonna keep Celtics up there for looks like at least another corner. Cola gets around him. No, looks like he's gonna be able to fall back in line. Not lose too much.
Still with the points battle next week as Homestead. We will complete Season 5 Giggity Racing this year, next week in all 3 series. Gonna take some time off, about 3 weeks. That'll give everybody time to go out, do some practice, have some fun, get acclimated with their new teams and the team chats. Patton said, how many is Celtics up by?
I believe Celtics is up by 2 over Parko, but
Yeah.
I don't know as they run.
Accurate.
Which looks like Cola and Nuke are going to push past Celtics for that. That should flip the points to put Parko the final car in.
Well, keep in mind right now with where Captain Jack's running, they're both in.
Yes, that is true. I keep forgetting Captain Jack is not just back. He looks like he's having a bad time with that car coming back around here. Just watching him come off the floor and he did not want to set.
Flash 9 making moves up here too, trying to get back up to everybody too, so he's got himself a nice little burn over car.
Cola, looks like it's supposed to be his time to shine because he is making some quick back of this line of runs now. Over there for first place. There you go.
Yeah, and they're going to be teammates next year, different series over there at Money Racing. Cola to the lead.
Looks like Parko flipped Flash a little bit more versus speed. And, they are pulling some moves down here. They're trying to break the track.
Dark said we need a points ticker like on NBC. Well, guess what? We're doing the best we can with what we're doing, alright? You know, Monday night was a great night with D-Smith doing it. And then we got Caddy helping out there in the presets. We got NRV over here in the custom race. So we're doing the best we can. Go quack yourself right now.
If we could get a standings ticker for just the running order, yet I'd give it another 4 or 5 games where they even think about some type of points counter.
Well, in order to do something like that, though, you could do it like for a preset, but for the legs, though, you know, from public lobby to league racing, you would have something that have to incorporate and then set up into your settings for the league. You know what I mean? But maybe that would be cool to have a league setting. It's Nuka gets way loose.
Pushes looks like Nuka down a little bit, or he's trying to avoid something. He almost got pushed down with a road line of death. Going back to the points thing, I know I don't play F1 that much, but I hear F1 has like a commentator spot where you have body control of a lot of stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't have something like that.
Yeah, I don't play a lot of F1. I got it for free off PlayStation now, and I do enjoy it, especially on the wheel. The hard part for me up there is learning the tracks, but the technicality that they brought to that game, there's no reason why NASCAR can't have the same thing.
Looks like Celtics back up that second line. I think they control the rest of that back up the car because all that shuffling is getting a decent little gap.
I don't know if Nuka almost hit or just met Jesus, but he almost hit the pit lane with a speeding penalty there, Dark. But you have El Parco up front still leading Celtics, Colin Motorsports, Flash 9, and Nuka are still starting to walk away a little bit.
Second crew's pulling back in. You can see that draft. Pulling Celtics up and pushing forward. Yeah, they're going to be there for turn 3 probably. Looks like he backs it up just a little bit so he can pump it that one. And then just like that, they're going to be back. Celtics on the drives forward coming out. Let Cola get right below him. Let's see who Flash goes with. Looks like Flash will get through Cola and pushing him back. Celtics
Yeah,
through.
it's chess master up here for the front. Who do you want to go with? What line do you want?
Celtics gets cleared by Cole, slides on the phone. Looks like Flash is going to try to take that spot away from Celtics, but he's not going to get the drive off. Celtics holds on the third, and Cole is all over the 43. He dives it low to drag race into the lead.
Yeah, Cole is going to have the preferred line right there. That's going to make El Parco push up just a little bit, and everybody else behind him. No, Parco pulls back down, tries to cross him over. Not a good opportunity to do that, because by doing that, you're going to have to drift back up. You're going to cut yourself short there, but that Celtics pick up a lot of ground. Great pass by Cole on El Parco.
Celtics is the biggest beneficiary of that stuff, because while they were battling, Celtics got ahead of them. Now he's right back up. Side everyone.
AJ Storm coming off the pit lane right here is going to have to utilize that access lane, which he does, because these guys are coming up on the hot and heavy. Can he get back up to speed and catch his draft, try to get the lead back? But so strategy already being played by AJ Storm as Cole Motorsports makes his way around that 48.
We'll see what the scorecard can do from there. It really hasn't had it all race. I don't know what that's going to be. With this draft, I don't feel like any car is driving back.
You're on clear up top.
What?
Bottom lane.
Draft.
Nobody out back.
I haven't seen this much. I don't think ever. People just trying to break the draft.
I mean, I've seen it at other tracks here at Indy, you do, especially in the Indy cars, but I feel like going down and doing that, I feel like you add length to the track and speed, but you got to do what you got to do to keep those guys from the draft flare from getting to you. It seems to be working for Cola, but that is a bold move back in.
Parco's clips the wall, which is all maybe the draft. Parco, I think he's getting a little flush, but he's like he taps the wall. I think he's not completely out of the draft, but he's pretty dang close.
Right side. You're going too fast.
Looks like D. Smith and Captain are hitting pit road right now. They both get on pretty well.
Yeah, those 4 fresh tires obviously making a difference for AJ. Again, that is not a battle for position. That's him getting his lap back, but that can benefit Cola utilizing his teammates' draft. As Cola clips the wall, and that's going to cost him a couple times. But if he could stick with his teammates' draft right there and pull these guys down, that could have separated him a little bit.
Celtics right back into the picture. Going into turn 3 with that big head steam, it's literally a game of chicken.
I just caught D. Smith backing up on pit lane. He was going backwards on pit lane.
Cola looks like he's trying to pit. Yeah, Cola's going to go down to speed, or get down to pit speed. Hopefully he gets some gas tires on the thing. Looks like it's a little bit loose and getting away from it just a little bit though. I think that makes the leader. Let's see. Flash 9, if I'm correct? No, Celtics. Sorry. I didn't see Celtics. How many to go, Taddy?
Cola down the pit lane right now.
Get ready. Get after it now. Get after it now. You're clear.
Try to get his chance. It's like Parco is just off that end of that draft, but they're just starting to spread out enough to where Celtics coming down against that Flash.
Dark Humor said Indy cars are fun to drive here. In the 109-year history of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I do not ever recall seeing you walk down that pedestal next to Danica Patrick or anybody like that, buddy. So I don't know how you know it's fun to drive here, because I've never seen you out there at the 500. I've been to quite a few of them.
Of all the examples of video games, I like what you chose Danica Patrick.
I mean, I could have used Scott Dixon, but Danica is just, in my mind, looking, obviously.
I was about to say, you gonna clarify that statement a little bit?
Well, we all know too that anybody and everybody out there is a little bit better looking than the Quackmaster himself, but El Parco down the pit lane right now.
It's like Flash is just rolling. I don't really see anybody behind him. I assume he's the leader because Celtics pitted.
So Scott Dixon is my dad, Dark said. So, oh, great. So you're from New Zealand. Now that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
Nick was falling off the pace pretty decent, so I think he might be trying to save a little bit of fuel, push as many laps out of this run as possible. Nope, he's just getting ready to come down. Looks like Hill and Flash can bring it down this time.
Yeah, I was just going to say it looks like they're coming down pit lane now too. Great to see the old wicked gatekeeper out there. Been absent for a couple weeks. I know he's been working and stuff. Great to see him back out there. Pit lane is a very busy place right now, Flirt.
Definitely. I mean, they're right inside that window to where you can go ahead and make it to the end. I guess your question is how long do you want to stay out there? Do you want to stay out there and try to make it short as a pit stop with splash and go, or a 2-tire pit stop, or get down there and get as good fresh as 4 tires you can get?
I would always go with 4 fresh tires. 4 fresh tires gives you a chance to make up, yeah, what you lose on the track. I think you have the opportunity to make that up here, especially at Indianapolis with those 4 corners. But man, 4 fresh tires is always the way to go for me, unless you're pushing 4 laps to go or something like that. But 4 fresh is always a good choice.
We'll be looking at lap-wise.
The leader just took 9 to go.
9 to go. Okay, so I'm assuming most people have got their stop in already. I don't think anybody's out there.
Celtic's still the leader, correct?
Yep.
He's got himself a decent little gap.
Captain Jack is. I know where he's on the track, but do we have a position for him?
Yeah, he's 6th, I guess.
6th.
I mean, I can't see him, but he was crashing with D. Smith.
Because they're, yeah, him and D are both coming out of turn 4 right now. I just don't know what.
Is Parko in 2nd?
Looks, I would guess Cola's in 2nd according to track position, but obviously can't verify that. Looks like Celtics, Cola, and then Parko, and then AJ. Looks like AJ's doing very well. If he's in fighting position, I don't know if he's still lap-wise having issues. I know they got you past him, or got past him. But there's a pretty big gap off Celtics to Cola, and a pretty big gap from Cola to Parko.
Parko has to get by Cola in order to make the Final 4. He's 4 points behind Captain Jack entering this, remember? And so he's only 3 spots ahead of him, so he needs to make up that one other spot, especially with Celtics winning. He's obviously not going to gain ground on the 11 club.
So, Celtics is looking pretty good, but Captain Jack is also fighting with, looks like Nuka and D, so if he ends up getting passed by either one of those, or both of those, that could shake the points a lot as well. It could help out Parker. Because, yeah, right now, Captain Jack, Nuka, and D are all drafted together. Depending on how that shakes out, that could shake up the Final 4 quite a bit. Because I don't see Parko getting to Cola. There's a pretty big gap there for how much time's left. And I don't see Cola getting to Celtics bearing caution, obviously. So right now, Parko's best friend is a 24 car and a 19 car. Ooh, Captain Jack hits the wall again. 19 goes by him, and the 24 already behind.
Yeah, we're watching this right now.
That's gonna. Looks like they're. That's gonna shake up the points quite a bit with those 2 position changes.
Yep, Captain Jack, remember that the tiebreaker goes to the best finisher, so Captain Jack has to beat on points. He can't just tie what Parko is doing right now. So Captain Jack's going to have to make up both those spots in order to advance.
And right now, it's like last time I checked, he's back underneath D, so that would put the tie. So if he passes D, that's a tie, but if he passes Nuka, he gets the championship points, or clears
The playoff spot, yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to get up to Nuka. Nuka's got a pretty decent lead at this point. I don't know if that AJ, he just passed AJ, so I don't know if that was a good position or not.
So where they are.
The leader has 5 to go, coming to 4 to go this time.
So Captain just passed AJ. I don't know if AJ was for position or not.
It was for position.
It was for position. Okay.
So as it sits right now, he's back in 6th place.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Now, mind you, AJ is his teammate, so I don't know if that wasn't just, I don't have a shot, let's get you in, yeah.
D's still on his bumper, so, I mean, I don't know kind of what the thought process for him is, if he's just riding around trying to get this season over with, or if he's going to try to get in there and make a battle for it. AJ and D are following the captain right now. Nuka's pretty much checked out, so that place is not going anywhere.
5 more laps.
Like both the 19 and the 10 are getting just a little squarely off the corners. Probably trying to loosen that thing and go as fast as possible. Ooh, Wicked's around. Wicked's around on the backstretch.
Good battle up here with Cola and El Parco too, we're seeing.
That could play a huge role if El Parco gets by Cola. That would then mean Captain Jack's going to need to pick up another position.
Yeah, Parco is around Cola. Flash 9 quickly gaining on him right now.
With
Leader's coming to 2 to go.
Wicked was on the backstretch part, so I don't know if he was ahead of...
No, he was already behind Captain Jack.
Okay.
Parco clips the wall. That's going to send Cola trying to get around him. Here comes Flash 9, makes his way around both of them because Cola had to evacuate and make an immediate maneuver right there to get around El Parco. Championship implications here tonight at Indianapolis, y'all. Coming into Homestead next week. Flirt.
Keep in mind, if that 11 gets to the start-finish line, next flag will win the race.
Parco's back to Cola. He gets past him. So
he does. He gets around him down the back stretch.
At this point, I have no idea what the points is, I'll be honest.
You need...
But they are
Parco needs
like
to... Parco has to pass Flash 9, and D. Smith would have to pass Captain Jack.
Flash 9 was not getting passed by Parco right now unless he makes a mistake. That Parco mistake cost him right there.
The 11 just
Flash
took the
9
white
is
flag.
at least a second out on him. 10 car lengths.
D is completely way off the bumper of 10 or Captain, so all Captain's got to do is just basically not mess it up around this speedway. Looks like that final spot.
Wow, I cannot believe what we just saw. Woo! Celtics coming down the back stretch, gonna dive it into turn 3, going down to short chute right about now. He will be the race winner unless he somehow makes a mistake here. Looks pretty clean and green tonight. Has been caution free in both Cup Series. Celtics with a dominating win. Taddy said, I don't want to do that extra lap.
Celtics clutched up when it mattered most. He went out there and drove away from the pack. Really won the race.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some. We're gonna get a points recount on that. Somebody else said, but AJ Storm looks like he's out of gas back here. A lot of guys trying to push it, but Celtics the winner, but everything is unofficial until it's official.
Celtics gonna get to kiss the brick.
White flag. Big driver.
Do or die situation.
Oh, this is the last lap. Dang, I thought that other one was.
Dang.
Oh, never mind, Teddy. Never mind, Teddy.
Oh, well, I was a lap down, and I came to 2 to go, so I don't know why they weren't on the white flag.
Yeah, they are still going green there. I thought that was it, but now
Celtics still won.
Celtics, we got him crossing the bricks right there. There we go.
Now
I mean,
we can kiss him. Sorry, I was.
I don't understand. I mean, I was a lap down. I don't know why when it said 2 to go on my screen that should have been raced.
Well, congratulations to our winners tonight. Everybody who's transferring, that definitely came down to it. I'm telling you, Homestead next week is going to be exciting. Flirt, you'll be racing next week in preset, right? Though,
Yeah, I just plan on making it as hard
Didn't have what it said today.
as possible. You know, make it interesting.
should be a spoiler effect.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have the Xfinity guys going to Richmond custom and preset style, so that could be a interesting battle right there. But yes, tonight it goes Celtics, Flashstein, the one and only Parko, Nuka in 4th, Cola in 5th, Captain Jack, the self-proclaimed fastest guy in Heat 5, Mo Power, D. Smith in 7th, K. Taddy in 8th, the one and only AJ Storm in 9th, and Robbie Racing is the UK guy that brings it up in 10th spot tonight. So I know that you are friends with him. Just to help prevent me from blue screening, can you get double Celtics up here?
I believe I can. Give me just a second.
And whoever this guy is that wants to battle me on Facebook, that's a bad idea. That is a very bad idea. Do not do that. But congratulations to all of our truck guys. Now we have our cup guys solidified. Tomorrow will be the Xfinity, and don't forget to stay tuned with us because Friday after that, those guys in the development series are still going to be hashing it out in both sides. So Giggity Racing has a very, very big week coming up.
I gotcha.
Oh.